Midday News is brought to you by Dogra A1 Digital Hearing Aid Center, Jammu, offering special discounts for the senior citizens and reimbursement schemes for the government employees. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Tuesday announced that from the January 1st next year, goods and services tax will be reimbursed timely and automatically without delays. In a press conference held in Srinagar, the LG also assured that 100% direct bank transfers for all individual beneficiary schemes shall be achieved within the next 2 months. The two unidentified terrorists were killed by the security forces in an encounter that broke out on Tuesday night in Budgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. Security forces launched a cordon and a search operation in Chadora area of Budgam district around 7 p.m. on Tuesday following information about the presence of the terrorists there. The identity and the group affiliation of the slain terrorists were being ascertained. The new coronavirus cases reported in India in a span of 24 hours remained below 45,000, even as the total count of COVID-19 caseload inched closer to 80 lakhs, the Union Health Ministry said on Wednesday. The country's COVID-19 caseload mounted to 79 lakhs 90,332, with 43,893 fresh caseload being reported in a day, while the death toll climbed to 1,20,110 with 508 new fatalities. The centre on Tuesday said the current guidelines allowing various activities like opening of cinemas, theatres and multiplexes with up to 50% of their seating capacity will continue to apply till the 30th of November in the areas outside the containment zone. Earlier, the guidelines of reopening the activities issued on September 30th were to be forced till October 31st. The guidelines said the international travel except those permitted by the centre would remain shut, while state and UT governments were given the flexibility to decide on reopening schools and coaching institutes in the graded manner. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Tuesday inaugurated Intellectual Property Facilitation Centre at Jammu and the sub-centre at Srinagar through the virtual mode. The Lieutenant Governor observed that the initiative is a move forward by the government to promote awareness and adoption of intellectual property rights amongst entrepreneurs and MSMEs in J&K. Jammu and Kashmir on Tuesday recorded 452 fresh COVID-19 cases and the 7 fatalities in a day, which pushed the infection tally in the Union Territory to 92,677 and the death toll to 1,451. Out of the fresh cases, 194 are from the Jammu and 258 are from the Kashmir Valley, they said. Adding, Srinagar district reported the highest 118 new cases, followed by 109 in Jammu district. There are 6,990 active cases of COVID-19 in the Union Territory, while 84,236 patients have recovered so far. The Jammu and Kashmir government has evacuated about 7,23,224 JK residents stranded in the other parts of the country due to the COVID lockdown via Lakhanpur and through special trains and buses till date amidst the strict observance and all necessary guidelines and the standard operating procedures. As per the official data received in this regard, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has received 155 special trains at the Jammu and Udhampur railway station from different states and UTs so far, with about 1,40,292 passengers, while about 5,82,932 people from the other states and UT, including 937 are from abroad that have been evacuated by the government through the Lakhanpur till date. Former legislator, sportsperson and public delegation called on the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha here at Raj Bhavan and projected their issues and grievances. The Lieutenant Governor, while interacting with its members of delegations, observed that the UT government is set out on a mission to achieve holistic development in J&K and the welfare of all sections of the society. J&K government is committed to promote every sport and reaching out to every sportsperson of the region with the necessary equipments, infrastructure and facilities, he added. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Rajiv Rai Bhatnagar has asked Jammu and Kashmir Project Construction Company to evolve an effective mechanism for future streamlining the financial health of the corporation. The advisor made these remarks while chairing a review meeting of JKPCC at the Civil Secretariat on Tuesday. The advisor said that the JKPCC, being one of the premier projects executing agencies of Jammu and Kashmir, should ensure that it always maintains transparency at all levels and works and should be allotted through the proper e-tendering system. The Chief Secretary B.V.R. Subramaniam on Tuesday administered the oath of the office of the Chairman of J&K State Water Resource Regulatory Authority to Ghanshyam Jha. Being a statutory body, the State Water Resource Regulatory Authority is responsible for regulating water resources within the territorial jurisdiction of Jammu and Kashmir, ensuring judicious, equitable and sustainable management, allocations and utilization of the resources, and fixing the rates for the use of water. Advisor to the Lieutenant Governor Basir Ahmed Khan on Tuesday chaired the 76th meeting of the Board of Directors of Jammu and Kashmir State Power Development Corporation Limited. While chairing the meeting, Advisor Basir Khan said that all the efforts should be made to take all the projects of JKSPDC to the logical end for the larger interest of the society. He directed that all the issues of JKSPDC with the various agencies be pursued vigorously with a time-bound manner.